Hi guys, welcome to Warwickshire Outdoors. Today I've come out to a local wood just for the day. I need to be back in time for my son getting back from school. It's Isaac's first day at secondary school today, looking very smart in his blazer and tie. So I want to be back for when he gets back from school. And I've only got today off work and then I'm back tomorrow. So I've come out to make myself a coffee in the woods, do a bit of tree recognition, see if I can see any trails. Yeah, just for a couple of hours of fun really. So I'm going to try and find a spot where I've been to before, see if I can remember the way there. So I'll speak to you when I get there. See you soon. Well, hi guys, I think I found the spot. I think I recognise this tree. So I'm quite deep in the middle of the woods at the moment. Public access to this woods 24 hours a day. You're not officially allowed to camp here, but you can come here in and out as you want. So I'm just gonna, I haven't brought much with me today. I bought a little stove, something to make some coffee, and I bought a hammock to sit in basically. So I'll get that set up. So today I've got a litre of water, kettle, shamag, cook set, or rather dinner set rather, snug pack tropical hammock, which is actually my son's, and my little pouch, which I tend to carry with me all the time, I've got a knife, a lighter and a torch in there. And today I'm going to be using the Bushbox for some coffee. The snug pack hammock is quite cool because it comes in its own little pocket. The pocket that is attached to the hammock, which you can use while you're in it, is also the pocket you can fold it all away in. So there you go, there's the hammock setup. A bit higher than I like it, but it sags quite a bit once you get in it. And I've just tried it out and it's fairly comfortable. Well, bad news guys. I just went to sit in my hammock and this is what happened. The paracord snapped. How bizarre. I've never had that happen before. Oh well, looks like I'm sitting on the ground today, huh? So not only did I have a hammock that snapped on me, I've also forgot my gloves. So I'm going to have to utilise my jumper or my shemagh or something to hold the hot kettle. I'm going to put some coffee in it now. I'm going to make some Cowboy Coffee. So been quite lucky. There's lots of small dry twigs everywhere, and the secret to these twig stoves is you don't need a big fire, only a small fire in the bottom of it, and it recommends using twigs about that size of your thumb, and that's all you need, and that'll cook away merrily. Right, so that's bubbling away nicely now. The handles on these titanium pots cool down fairly quickly, actually. I wish you could smell this. Strong and black, just like it should be. Oh, that's hot. Let that cool down a bit. I think the fire's gone down to ash and embers now already. Didn't use a lot of wood at all. I've used this Bushbox stove quite a few times now, and it's got a nice gold colour coming to it. Yeah, it's really good, really well made, really sturdy. It's quite heavy. You can see lots of reviews of these for people who've used them a lot more than I have. Or saying that I've used this quite a few times. And yeah, it's brilliant. It's really brilliantly engineered. You pay the money for it, but it's going to last you a lifetime if you use it properly. You see some people filling it with sticks. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to have just a small fire in the bottom of it, it burns very efficiently, and it burns very hot. It takes no time at all to boil water or cook a meal on there. And it's all about managing your fire, isn't it? So it gives you the ability to manage your fire and use your fire as a tool to boil water or cook your dinner or something like that. You're not going to use this to keep warm, and you're going to bring it out on a day like today, or an overnight camp where there's lots of fuel on the floor for you to use. And yeah, it's brilliant. I'm going to drink my coffee anyway. Enough talking for now and get back to you. Right, so here's my spot. As I say, I'm quite deep in the wood today, and if you look around me, there's quite a lot of undergrowth. The tree's quite thick, so it's a lovely spot really. I'm not really near any paths here either, and it's quiet. I haven't heard any deer barking today, which I have in this wood before. I've had a buzzard fly really low over the treetops. That's about the only interesting thing I've seen. The last couple of times I've been here, we've seen some woodpeckers. None today. But it's a lovely still day today. The temperature's around about 16 degrees. It was a bit colder when I came out, that's why I had my jumper on, but I got hot when I came into the wood. I bought this out with me today. It's a book I bought a while back. It's a pocket Nature and Wildlife of Britain. It's quite hefty for a pocket book. I guess there's quite a lot to fit in it. As you can see, it goes through trees, plants, wildlife. There's pictures, how to recognise it, usual habitat and where you'd find things. And it goes through birds, mammals, trees, plants, fungus, amphibious animals, fish, butterflies, all sorts of stuff. Anything you can think of really is in here. The pictures are great for recognition. Seen a few of these this year. And it's great because every time I go out and I see something I don't know what it is, when I get home, open this book and I can normally find it and it tells me what it is. I tried to teach Isaac this morning that being nervous is nothing to be scared about. Ironically, being worried or scared of something is quite natural. It's one of your body's defense mechanisms, and to be brave is to be scared and ignore it and carry on anyway. Being scared won't kill you. It's just a feeling that you have inside, isn't it? And we've all gone through things in life that makes us scared or worried about things, whether it's for ourselves or whether it's for people we love or whatever. A few years ago I was very seriously ill with a very nasty disease that was killing me, and I lost a lot of weight. I was emaciated, I was malnourished, and basically if I didn't have very major surgery I was going to not last very long. And by the time I had the surgery I was so ill that I was told I might not be able to survive the surgery. Isaac was about 6 maybe. I had a young son and a family, so what was I going to do? You know, you're not going to, you just have to go ahead and do these things. And people were saying, you know, oh God, you're very brave going through that. Well, you're not brave, you haven't really got a choice, you just do it anyway. And I think sometimes what you have to do is, or what helped me, is find inspiration from things. A lot of my inspiration comes from people I've read about, particularly, you know, Second World War pilots and stuff like that, and getting inspiration. I'm very lucky to have made acquaintance with Flight Lieutenant Rusty Warman, who is a Lancaster pilot and survived a whole tour of ops and put his life in danger many times when he was a very young man. And when I had my surgery, when I was getting ready to go down to the operating theatre, you just do it, don't you? The anaesthetist tells you it could be a big strain on your heart, but you just get ready. And when I was putting my operating gown on, I got inspiration from people like Rusty, and I thought, if they can do it, I can do it once. And I tried to imagine myself putting on a flying jacket and a helmet and getting ready to go and do something which I knew I had a 1 in 3 chance of surviving. I had a greater chance of surviving my surgery, and that gave me a bit of, you know, courage and hope. But you just do it, don't you? You don't really think about it much at the time, but it got me thinking. It was quite easy for me to do once, and when I came out of the anaesthetic and realised that I hadn't kicked the bucket, from then on my attitude to life changed a little bit. But it did make me think, because while I was ill waiting for my surgery, I read a book called Bomber Boys, and it was about bomber crews, RAF bomber crews during the war and their life and stuff. Fascinating. And I thought to myself, I can do this once and come through it. But what if I had to do it again the next day, and then the day after that, and then again 2 days later, and so on and so forth? How long would it take me to think, hang on, I think I'm starting to crack up a bit here, I don't think I can take this anymore. So it makes you think, doesn't it? That's the way I think anyway. I'm waffling on now. But as I say, being scared is part of life, and I tried to teach Isaac that this morning. But it's how you overcome it. And there's always somebody who has been more scared than you and has done something more dangerous than you, which you can get inspiration from. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I'm going to finish my coffee. Well, thanks for joining me today, guys. I've got to see if I can find my way back to the path. I think it's this away. If I get lost, I'll come back to you. I'll tell you what really annoys me. When you come out into the woods like this, no matter where I go, increasingly I find traces of other people being. And that's fine if you've tried your best to tidy up, or it's just the odd, you know, bit of burnt twig. But when you leave crap like this lying around, metal, glass bottles, they've just made any old fire on the floor. It's getting increasingly worse, I think. And it's making me increasingly cross.